Welcome to the Bayou Country Music Association show, brought to you by our partners with Southern Sound Outfitters. Today I'm joined by a very special guest that I discovered on social media of all places, Mr. Brandon Lane. How's it going, Brandon?
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good.
Now, for you guys listening out there, I keep up with a lot of the country music scene and the Texas music scene. I come across a video of Brandon, and he was covering some of his hero Cody Johnson songs, and I went and listened to him, man, and I was just like, wow, this guy's got it. And so we messaged him back and forth on Instagram and got a hold to him, man, and we just wanted to get him on the show to introduce him to the world, really, man. So Brandon, around what area are you from in Texas?
I'm from Center, Texas. It's Deep East Texas.
Okay. And at what age did you start, wanting to become a musician?
Oh gosh, I've always had the dreams and aspirations of becoming a musician since I was a little boy. Grew up listening to Joe Nichols and George Strait, Garth Brooks, so forth and so on. But yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that lineup, man. And then being in that Texas scene, there's so much young up-and-coming talent, and the future for that scene is very bright, man. And
most definitely.
So, back to, you said you mentioned some of your up-and-coming musical influences. You had George Strait, Garth Brooks, what are some of your local influences, maybe out of Texas, or, listening to?
Man, my biggest influence and idol would have to be Cody Johnson. Man, I just can't get enough of that.
It's a damn good pick, man. I mean, that dude's he's amazing what he's accomplished as an independent artist, and I think he very much deserves. I've seen on the news thing that he's going to be doing some stuff with a Nashville label, but man, he deserves it, man.
Most definitely.
If there's anybody
he definitely does.
Yeah, he to sell out the Houston arena, sell out more tickets than a Blake Shelton or Luke Bryan.
75,000 tickets unsigned. That's just
as an
amazing.
Unsigned artist. That's crazy, man.
He definitely deserves it.
Yes, sir. And I mean, Cody's no stranger to our Spotify Top 30. I mean, he's been on it. With Wild As You and with You I Am, and I mean, I love damn near every song he puts out, man. Just a great guy, great performer, and he's
all the way back from Six Strings, One Dream, all the way up, man. It's just been a ride for him. I couldn't be proud to be a part of just singing his songs and just trying to. Just him being one of my biggest influences, it's amazing.
Yeah, and I mean, he grew up in a small town. I want to say it was a border town, damn near. It was a small little town, man, and he started out, rodeoing, and he pursued his dreams, man, and now, years later, like we mentioned, independent artist, and got all these fans and all this, this build up, and really. Got quite a group of great guys and gals behind him, with your Randall Kings and your William Clark Greens and your Mike Ryans and all these guys. I mean, Kyle Park. I mean, all these people have laid the way for these independent Texas musicians, and Cody's definitely up there at the top. And couldn't happen to a better person, man.
Yes, most definitely.
So, what is your future goals as far as pursuing, man? You have some stuff that you're writing that you want to put out, or I mean, what's the goals for you, man?
Every chance I get, sit down with my guitar, get a piece of paper, get a pen, or whatever I got in front of me, and I just start writing down everything that that I experienced during the days, or the bad times, the good times, whatever times that I have. And my future goals is to eventually put out something that people would want to listen to, that would want to keep on repeat, and maybe one day that I can be someone's musical influence. That's one of my main goals. Someone that would make the songs that people would want to connect to.
That's awesome.
And that's a lot of musicians' dreams, but anyway, yeah.
Well, man, you definitely have the talent. I mean, for those that are listening, we're gonna tag, attach links to your videos, man, and let them check them out for themselves. But I mean, I don't just throw that around to anybody, brother. And I definitely see you have a great voice, great vocals, and you can definitely see you sing, in that scene of Texas country, up and comers, man.
Yes, sir. It's definitely a work in progress, but with lots of work, dedication, and prayers, you'll make it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's pretty much the end of the day. We just got to give it up to the good Lord up above, man, and just do what you love, man, and don't ever lose sight of that. And that's something that artists come in here and say all the time. And I guess that's the biggest thing I could say is they all say, man, just balance that line of work and play, and don't ever make it something that you don't like to do, man, and it'll take you a lot of places. I mean, especially in the Texas scene, man. So I seen you had a post on your Instagram about you were on The Voice, or you were by a Voice poster, or you had some people comment on it, or what was that about? Was that like a little sneak into the future, or is that did that pan out to something?
Well, what happened was The Voice, they were doing auditions in Houston, Texas, and so I figured, hey, why not just go over there and just try just to see what I can do, and ended up getting through the first round, getting a call back through the first round, and went back the second day and got a call back. It wasn't really a callback. I got an invite to the casting in LA, in Los Angeles.
Wow.
But with everything going on, graduating high school, my dad's actually about to deploy overseas. That really wasn't the best idea. It was probably the worst time for it, but that's
well, man, I mean, it definitely it comes in time, brother. And I mean, I know I posted a picture of you when you graduated and you put it on your Instagram. I reposted it and congratulated you, man. You starting a new chapter, man. New chapter in life, and we really appreciate your dad and his service to this country, man, and wish your family the best with that. So it just comes down to, I guess, time and place, man. So
that's right, and I appreciate that very much.
So let's look back on the Instagram. You had a post a few weeks back with Mr. William Michael Morgan, another great guy in the country scene.
Oh, man.
And him, and of course Mr. Kojo, and that must have been a hell.
Bryan, actually.
Yeah, and Jacob Bryan, the Georgia native that was on our show a few days back. He was on tour too, so that must have been a hell of a show, man.
Oh God, I don't think there could have been a better lineup than what I saw that day. It was actually New Braunfels at Whitewater Amphitheater. We got front seats, and we were really lucky to get up there, and it was a hell of a time, man.
So have you been able to meet and greet, sit down and talk with Cody in your life?
No, sir, but that's probably...
Man, that seems crazy to me.
On my bucket list.
That seems crazy to me, man. I know if he would see you on these videos and stuff, that dude would be like, hell yeah, I want to meet him, man. I mean... I'll definitely have to see if I ever get Cody on the show one day, and I'm gonna definitely send your number his way, man. Cause that'd be awesome for me just to know, man.
That'd make my life.
I mean that's the man with the plan, brother, and that's the one to look up to, man. And
yes, sir.
So
most definitely.
So tell us a little bit about that night. I mean, you had Cody Johnson and William Michael Morgan, and of course Jacob Bryan. Was that just one hell of a show, man, or what?
Man, whenever we first got there, we made sure to get there 45 minutes early, because that was a sold-out show that night, or at least I think it was. But anyway, we got up there, and we were one of the first people there, and we got in, and we did nothing. We didn't get drinks or anything. We just walked straight up to the front. And we stood up for about 6 hours straight.
Damn.
Just in the front row, just And man, golly, that was just one heck of a show.
I mean, you was right there, man. You was right there up in their face. It definitely.
It didn't even feel like that. I was standing there for 6 hours. I was just in heaven.
I imagine, man. I'd have been right there with you.
Yes, sir.
It's a great group of guys, great artists. And would you say? I mean, obviously you're writing and your goals are to record some stuff, man. But would you say that you like performing as well? Is that something that's in your repertoire as far as?
Man, I love performing.
Do you perform often?
Well, it's been about a good 3 weeks since the last time I performed. I actually performed at a wedding, and that was a pretty good little show. But right now, since me being by myself, I'm living a town that has 4,000 people in it. You know, it's kind of tough to find a band just around here.
Yeah.
Even though I know a couple of guys and I have some good buddies that, you know, we pick around and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I love to perform. Even though if it's by myself, I just don't care. As long as I'm behind a guitar, I'm good.
Well, that's awesome, man. I mean, do you play many acoustic shows?
Yes, sir.
You have some stuff booked up for the summer?
Well, actually, not right now. But every time I try to call places, you know, I guess it's just the beginning stages or whatever. I try to call places, email, but I can't ever get a response back.
Well, man, say no more. I will do what I can. We got some great venues that help sponsor us, and I'll definitely put the word in their ear, man. And after the interview, we'll get together and talk and get some stuff going, man. Because I'd love to see you come down to Louisiana and perform, man, and do some cover stuff.
That'd be awesome.
You know, we got a great venue that is called Cowboys, and they have a Western store, an arena, and a nightclub, and they're going to be featuring both Randall King and Jacob Bryan in August, and got some other. I mean, they got Sam Riggs coming in July, and it's just a great venue, man. It's
Sam Riggs is a good one.
Yeah, they got him coming in July. Tickets on sale, man, and definitely a great place. We support them, and they support some great music. And
yes, sir. What part of Louisiana?
It's out of Lafayette, man. Lafayette, Louisiana.
Lafayette.
Yes, sir.
Shreveport, Louisiana is about an hour away from where I live right now.
Okay, yeah, Shreveport's northwest of the state. It's about 2.5 hours northwest of Lafayette, and I usually go that way when I'm going towards Dallas. We have to get up that way. But other than that, we normally go down south, hit 10, take Lake Charles, and go through there and hit Houston, you know, and go.
That's right.
I used to, man. I'd say it all the time. I got introduced to the Texas country scene when I went and moved to Texas in 2014 for work, and spent dang near a year or so there, and got introduced to the Texas scene. It was like a whole nother world, man. And ever since then, ever since then, just to be able to be a part of just shedding a light on these artists, man, and being a part of the Texas Country Music Association and those guys and all the great people that back us is awesome, man. Because I mean, I try not to keep it biased. The whole Bayou Country Music Association was founded to bridge a gap that's not really there with the Texas scene and the eastern states, but it's so hard not to do just shows on the just sheer talent out of that state and out of that area. So
exactly,
we definitely love getting you guys on this show, man, and featuring you guys, and hopefully getting if we can say that we made connections, that's what it's all about, man.
Yes, sir. That's it.
So after, I'm gonna go with some questions. I'm gonna fire off just some roundabout questions here.
Alrighty.
All right. I'm gonna say the last name of an artist, and you tell me. You pick just off the top of your head. I'm just gonna go. Okay. So I'm gonna say Jones or Cash.
Jones.
Okay. Chestnut or Lawrence.
Chestnut.
Okay. Tritt or Diffie?
Tritt.
This one's probably don't even need to be asked, but Kojo or Mike Ryan?
Oh man, Kojo all the way.
There you go, man. Let's see.
Even though Mike Ryan's still a pretty.
I got a tough one.
It's Kojo.
Yeah, I got a tough one for you. Mr. Randall King or Josh Ward?
Oh man, that is a tough one. Golly, I would have to say Josh Ward.
Definitely, man. I mean, I just pick all of them by default. I just like torturing you guys with these questions.
Man, that was a really tough one.
So what if we were to look on your phone or whatever you listen to music on, the last 3 songs that you listen to as of right now, no matter what genre or what songs, what would that be?
Actually, I can pull that up right now. I can't. Actually, Chris Ledoux.
Well, hell, ladies and gentlemen, he is fitting the role of Texas Cowboy, just fit to the T with some Chris Ledoux.
It's actually Copenhagen by Chris Ledoux.
Man, you need to check out Leroy Gibbons. His new song, If I Don't Call.
If I Don't Call.
Kyle Parks produced it for Leroy and Dale Brisby and those dudes, and man, it's just a badass sound, like a Chris Ledoux song. It's on our top 30s. Check that one out, man. So you got Chris Ledoux, and the other 2 would be what?
Actually, the second was another Chris Ledoux song. It's Hooked on an 8-Second Ride.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Then the other one was The Fireman by George Strait.
Damn, just classic after classic, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, you passed that test, brother. You definitely passed that one with flying colors. And if you was to say, as of right now, if you had a dream collaboration, whether it be as singing or writing a song, who would that be with, man? Out of anybody in the genre, anybody in the music world that you would aspire to doing a collaboration with?
Cody Johnson.
Cody Johnson, straight up. That would be a hell of a duet, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man. I wouldn't take any role of that. That would be all him.
Well, hopefully in the years to come, man, we can laugh about this. While you opening up for him on his worldwide tour or something.
Oh man,
that would be something that we can reminisce on and laugh at, man. So I mean, you mentioned you got some stuff that you trying to work on as far as recording and trying to schedule some stuff for shows for the summer.
Yes, sir. Actually, around 3 months ago, I went into a studio over here in Nacogdoches, Texas.
Okay.
And I wrote a song about the passing of my grandmother recently last year. And me and my grandmother were really, really close. And so I took all the pain, I took everything, I just took everything that I was feeling, I just wrote it down on a sheet of paper. Then I made that into a song, and then I went into the studio and I tried to cut it. And then actually I do have the CD to it, but it's only 1 track, and it's not mixed or anything, it's just raw studio.
Acoustic.
Yes, sir, that's it.
That's awesome.
And actually, I played drums and bass and acoustic guitar, and I did the vocals. And so
you played all of it.
Yes, sir.
So
took a little bit longer than expected, but it got done.
With all your videos, man, I mean, do you have a YouTube channel that you have just with yourself?
Actually, I do have a YouTube channel, and
what is your YouTube channel? We'll make sure and put a link to it, man, because I mean, I don't want these people not to see all this content that you have here.
At the moment, it's Brandon Lane Music.
Okay, and yeah, we'll be sure and
easy and simple.
Yeah, we'll be sure and tag it, link it to this interview, man. And I mean, y'all check this guy out. I mean, he's got some great stuff. Covers and of course some original stuff too, man. And we can't wait to see. You got a very bright future ahead, brother. And
I appreciate that very much.
Yes, sir. And we'll be. Man, we're trying to make our way out to Texas with our buddies with Southern Sound Outfitters. Sometime in August, they're having a little get-together thing with some up-and-coming artists, man. And I can't remember off the top of my head when and what it is, but trying to make a little summer detour down there, man, and hit some shows and check out some stuff. And You know, I could literally just take all summer off and just roll in Texas and be fine with me. But yeah, definitely we're trying to get down there, man, and you know, show support to all these artists and these up and coming Texas musicians and Oklahoma musicians, the Red Dirt scene, and just all around, man. I mean, you know, we appreciate you guys for taking time and being on our show, and I know that sounds cliche, but it really, if you guys didn't take the time to respond to us, we wouldn't be able to feature you guys. So it really is, it's all about the artist, man, and being able to put you guys out there and your story out there, and that's what it's all about for me. That's what it's all about for Bayou Country Music Association. Like I said, we're very blessed to have some great backing and sponsors, you know, with the Texas Country Music Association, and of course TexasMusicPickers.com and Southern Music Scene, and you know, all those guys' websites, and of course our other partners with Cowboys, like I mentioned earlier. They're a great sponsor, do some great stuff for live venues around here, and you know, we'll be sure and tag all their upcoming shows, man. Like I said, they got the Sam Riggs coming in July. Tickets are on sale now. And they got the King himself, Randall, coming in August, and Jacob Bryan coming in August, and just a hell of a good time, man. And so they're going to be coming down to Cowboys and Scott, or Lafayette, Louisiana. So check it out. Check out their Facebook and stuff, and their Instagram pages, and all their website pages has, you know, all their calendar and updates, man. And we also, you know, want to thank our partners with Southern Sound Outfitters, mentioned at the top of the show. A great organization, veteran-owned organization. They support a lot of the Texas up-and-coming musicians. There's some great apparel too, man, and we support them fully. So check out their brand new website at SouthernSoundOutfittersLLC.com. They got some new lady tank tops that they dropped and today, and check that out. And they got some cool hats and shirts, man, and they really support some great artists. And also, going on apparel, man, if you're an outdoorsman, check out our buddies at SwampAssassin.com. Corey and the guys over there got some great products and some great stuff rolling out. It is Hat Week, new Hat Week, so if you enter the code HATWEEK20 at checkout, you will get 20% off all hats on sale. That's something that you don't want to pass up, man. Check that out.
It's always good.
At SwampAssassin.com. Check out Corey and the guys down there. Also, it's hot as hell, man, and I know it's hot in Texas like it is over here. I mean, you got to have a good ice chest to keep your drinks cold, and my buddies at Swamp Gear have mastered that in what they call the Swamp Box, and you can check this thing out, all sizes and shapes and colors, on swampshop.com. Roto-molded ice chest, built-in bottle cap openers, valve, pressure relief valve. I mean, it's got the spout. It's got everything you want in the ice chest. Local-owned business out of Orneville, Louisiana. Check them out at swampshop.com and go get yours today. And like I said, man, we thank the guys like you that you guys go check out. We'll be sure and attach, you know, links to all of Brandon's social medias and his YouTube, and you can keep up with him, man. And hopefully we'll be having him back on the show when he puts out some music here in the future. And we'll definitely have him back then, man. And when he's opening up for Cody, you know, in the gang. So yeah, brother, I can usually go ahead and let my guests have a little last say so hurrah of you know, shout outs if you have any, man. I'll give you the floor.
Well, just want to shout out all the country music fans out there, man.
Yeah, they definitely got, you know, the fans are what's holding it all together, man, and keeping the genre alive. So definitely shout out to those guys.
Country music would be country music without other people.
Definitely. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to all the artists we talked about in this interview. You know, Cody Johnson, Jacob Bryan. Check out our interview with Jacob. He's got a new single coming in July, and we're pumped about. Of course, Randall King, always top-notch guy. Check out our interview with him and his music. All these guys are featured on our Spotify playlist. Check us out on Spotify, Bayou Country Music Association, and check out our Spotify. We have, you know, our top 30, and we update it, and got a Texas playlist and the whole 9 yards, man. So check us out. check out some of this great music that they have. Check out all of our websites and our sponsors and friends. And last but not least, I mean, check out Brandon's, social medias. Give him a follow. Go comment on him. Independent musicians really strive off of what you guys think and what you guys say. So, if you love artists, as independent artists, go, show them some support, man, and show them some love. But we had a great time, Brandon, talking with you, man, and we're gonna be sure to have you back on, brother, whenever you got some music to come out and establish with us. And I know it won't be long, man. But until then, brother, we hope that you we wish you nothing but the best, brother.
Yes, sir. I very much appreciate that. That means a lot.
All right, guys. I'm Jacob, and I'll see you next time on the Bayou Country Music Association show.